What's up, everybody? I have a ton of 3D prints I wanted to show off. Some you might have already seen in earlier videos. I can't really recall which ones I've shown. I'm constantly trying to pump some of these out, but I also wanted to show off some of them slime barrels that you can get for Dollar Tree that are $1 a piece, and it's slime that comes into a 50-gallon drum. I attempted to paint those and put somewhat of a wash on those, which I've never done before, but it was definitely a fun and learning experience. So we'll knock out some of those right fast. So these are the barrels, and you'll see I put some labels on there. I just printed them off of a computer after I pulled the images from Google Images and scaled it down. Used Mod Podge to put under it to stick it on there, and then I used Mod Podge to put on top of it, and turned out real good. I also used the salt chipping effect, which was somewhat good. I saw some things I wanted to try different in the future, and the reason you see this rough paint, this was actually painted a different color with a rattle can, but it's the texture style paint that you can get from Home Depot or any other supplier of rattle cans. So I was real happy the way this one turned out, but I definitely want to try some things differently. Here are 3 white barrels. And again, I just stuck some labels on there, dirtied them up some. And these were all clear when I initially pulled the slime out. There's another one right here. And another one right here. And then we have 2 red ones. So same concept. You can see where the Mod Podge kind of cleared it out right there, but I'm still happy with the end result. Here's another one. And here is the last one. That one kind of slid down a little bit. Again, you can probably see where this is like a textured paint. And if you look on my previous videos, the Alamo diorama, I used the textured tan paint. That was what was left over I used on this can. So yeah, really like that. Now these you've seen in previous videos, and I have 3 of them right here, were 3D printed jerry cans, and they were originally black. Then I used a rattle can spray paint, painted them red, and then I dipped them in like a wash just to show off some of the textures and stuff. But definitely need to work better on the wash techniques. I'm still learning how to do that. And let's see. Now we'll have Flat Top here. I believe that's his name. I can't remember. For scale purposes on these videos. But here are some sci-fi cargo containers right here. I believe I've shown these off on previous videos. I can't really recall, to be honest, but there it is next to him. So I've got one this size because I accidentally deleted the file after I created the sizes. I currently have on the printer another one going that's a little bit bigger, because cargo containers can come in all sorts of sizes. This is another size right here, and I'm just printing a bunch of these to put like in a warehouse if I so choose to. And here, let's see, here's another one right here. So just to give you an idea, let's see if we can do that. So, and then some of them when I took the supports off, but that could be like a pressure leak or, you know, whatever you want it to be. I mean, it's your toys, props, have fun with it, taking photos. I'm definitely gonna learn or get better at painting these. I've given several props to Crazy 8 Mule on IG, and he does amazing paint work and photography, and is definitely inspiring me to try to get better. Here is another cargo container. I kind of don't like how this one turned out just because of the details. Were a lot smaller to really come out on my PLA printer. I think this will look perfect on a resin printer, but if I do these in the future, I'll probably make it a little bit bigger. But there it is, right here for scale purposes. But I still think it came out very well. I enjoyed it. I like seeing how some of these come out. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. I really like these. It's another sci-fi type container. It's hollow right there in the middle, but you're not going to see the bottom. And there's another one. So I'm really looking forward to painting these up. Let's get it next to old buddy right here. So you got this one, and then you got this one right here. So let's get those out of the way. Here is another cargo container. I only did 2 of these. I gave one to Crazy 8 Mule, and I'm keeping one. I really like how it turned out. It's like a Foot Locker size. However, when you're changing the numbers and parameters in your 3D printer, sometimes good things happen and some things bad things happen. And in regards to this, I was having some difficulties getting this off the raft. So made some adjustments, and it's constantly making adjustments. I think it has to do with temperature changes, the type of filament you're using. But again, you're not going to see the bottom, so I don't really care. So I am happy how this turned out. I do want to come back to this one and do some other things with it, but that's what we're looking at so far. The next thing, which I really liked, and if you follow me on Instagram, this thing was completely encased in the supports. But this is a trash can right here. And I probably will make some a little taller and wider. But I had just a regular trash can that I bought from a prop company from BBTS. And I used the measurements on that one to scale this one up to size. And I really like how this turned out. So, as you can see, it's a little short, but there's no uniform trash cans anywhere. But I definitely want to make maybe some a little taller, wider, just whatever you want to do. But I can't wait to really paint these, so looking forward to that. Let's get some of these out of the way. All right, the next thing I got are these kegs right here. It's hard to tell, but that's kind of a hump shape inside with the valve. Then you got the handles right there. Right here is kind of a curvature, but it's a keg. It's a little small, but they make these kegs small, and then they have the fat ones. So I made a few of these, and I'm definitely going to come back to this and make some fatter ones. But I really like how these came out, so I made a few of those. Let's see here. I sure let these things accumulate a lot before trying to do a video. Now these are some awesome sci-fi containers, which I made about 5 of them. I'm gonna give some away, but there it is to scale next to Buddy. And it's got all sorts of details and stuff of that nature. Side. Top, and then the bottom, and you'll see, let's see, it's one of these. you'll see where I had some difficulties getting it off the raft right there. So it's definitely like a play in progress. So it's constantly changing. Let's see, so let's get those out of the way. I really like those. I can't wait to see what Crazy 8 Mule does on the paint scheme on that, because he's got 2 of them coming his way. The next thing is going to be, and what I was hoping was going to be an ice machine, but I scaled it way too small just to see how it would work. And when I was pulling it off the raft, had some difficulties, but you're not going to see the bottom. So because this is small, this could be, you know, whatever you want, a meat freezer and a meat room. If you do like a bodega or a gas station, it can hold ice cream, you know, and, you know, just plaster all sorts of ice cream labels right there. I've seen those when I was a kid, but it had like a clear cooler cover. But again, you know, when you're painting these or doing whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. Now the handle on here is pure trash. It did not work out well. So I'll probably remove that, put something else there in its place. But yeah, it turned out well print-wise, other than a few flaws. So I took that same file and I upscaled it a little bit bigger. Again, had some issues with supports, handle, and you're gonna love this. When I pulled it off the raft, it took the whole bottom layer off. I mean, it's still solid. I mean, it's just the parameters had to be changed, and I've been playing with the higher layer height from the raft to the object. Dakota, who you might know as Primal Sabbath, with the Realm of Collectors, he kind of helped me with that. But I was having some curvatures on the bed. You can see where it's a little bit crooked or not completely flat. But the actual print turned out well. I thought there was a flaw right there, but that's actually how the design was written up for this file. The handle, again, didn't do too well, but here's where it scales with Buddy. Let's see if we can. So that turned out pretty good. So we got that one, and then I found another file, and this one I like a lot better. It's got ice on the sides right here, ice right there on top of the, I guess this is the compressor motor unit. It's got this flat type handle, and the hinges really stand out. There's the back of it right there. But again, had a lot of issues with the bed. There's parts of the raft, there's parts of the bottom layer, and then that's where the bottom layer just came off. But like I said, it's still solid. There it is compared to Buddy. And yeah, that one turned out real well, so I was real happy with that. And we got 2 more things and we'll wrap this up. The first one is this vending machine. Again, I can't remember if I've already showed this, but there it is next to Buddy. And I got it as tall as I could possibly do on my 3D printer. But there's the back of it right there, the sides, and then the front, and the actual dispenser right there. But yeah, got that one. And then we have this one. There's a side right here, and the letters right there are raised. So that's going to be kind of fun to paint and see how that goes. There's the dispenser. The letters are kind of cut around the mechanical portions and where the money goes. So yeah, I like this a lot. So those are several 3D printers. printed objects from my 3D printer, and I'm real happy how the barrels turned out right there. Still a learning process with those. And I'm also going to show a video of that silo just to give you an idea, but that'll be on the next video with my Hobby Lobby finds. So hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Again, this is just a fun channel to show off some stuff, hopefully inspire others, because I knew zilch on anything with 3D printers, but the help of several people like 3D Printing Forge. I mean, there's people out there that are very helpful, and I'm just trying to pay it forward and do the same. All right, thanks for watching, guys and gals. Later.